The Vallejo Police Department has struggled to restore trust after high-profile cases involving the deadly use of force, and that includes the killing of Sean Monterosa in front of a Walgreens in 2020 and rapper William McCoy at a Taco Bell drive-thru in
Commander
2019.
Amy Brightsman has served Phoenix for almost 30 years. Last Friday, she filed this federal lawsuit alleging sex-based discrimination, hostile work environment, and retaliation. Brightsman had made allegations against now Assistant Chief Nick DePonzio that he treated women differently. She claims DePonzio also tried to deprive her of her last promotion, saying she was not fit even though she had done better than any other applicant. According to the lawsuit, when she asked another assistant chief to do something, his inaction perpetuated the gender discrimination and retaliation, adding she was removed from her position in the chief's office and bypassed and undermined in front of her direct reports and peers.
She's still strong and still pushing forward, but it has taken a toll.
ABC 15 first reported on Brightsman in April after we obtained recorded phone calls between the commander and an investigator with the city's Equal Opportunity Department.
I'm completely alienated from, pretty much shunned from everybody at this point.
We want to try to get it right this time.
That EOD investigator wrote a draft report, initially sustaining part of Brightsman's allegations, but the report was left unfinished when the investigator quit. In April, a city spokesperson told us that the Phoenix Police Department is committed.
Good morning, and welcome to the Bad Apple Report. It's 7:30 a.m., bright and early right here at home on the range. Thank you so much for being here today, folks. We're going to start our day out in Williamson County, and you decide, is he a hero or is he a zero? Okay. The jury in trial of former Williamson County Sheriff and County Attorney, they've been excused for now. What's the dealio? Williamson County, Texas. Judge Karen Sage signed a stay of execution. A stay and excused the jury temporarily. In the trial of former Williamson County Sheriff Chody the Chode, and former County Attorney Jason Nasir on tampering with evidence charges after prosecutors filed an appeal to the Third Court of Appeals. Okay. The district attorney's office argues the judge has prevented them from presenting its case by holding the parts of its case, and they're preempted by federal law. Oh, dang it. Come on now. The prosecution wants to argue that Chody the Chode and Nasur should have seized the video and equipment from live PD photographers. Okay, this is where it gets juicy, y'all. On the night that Javier Ambler died. Okay, Williamson County Sheriff's deputies chased Ambler into Travis County on March 28th, 2019 for failure to dim his brights. You guys remember that story. Ambler crashed in Travis County and died after he was tased. Yeah, live PD, they got it all on camera there. Big show for those guys. Okay, 2 live PD cameramen were on ride-alongs that night, and they captured video of the chase and the aftermath. Chody the Chode and Nasur are accused of tampering with evidence by allowing the video to be deleted. Oh, cops. They do it all the time. Chode got caught, though, apparently. And Nasur. Okay, Wednesday, the defense questioned the former Williamson County Judge Dan Gaddis on the contract between Williamson County and Big Fish Productions, which produced the reality TV show. Gaddis told jurors the contract had a clause that required the video to be deleted after 30 days unless there's a court order to save it. The defense has held that Chody, the Chode, and Nasur did not have the jurisdiction to seize the video and equipment because the death happened in Travis County and the jurisdiction of the Austin Police Department. Well. The prosecution argues that Chody, the Chode, and Nasur should have seized it or should have informed APD about the 30-day clause in the contract. Judge Sage ruled that the federal law prevents law enforcement from seizing video and equipment without a warrant or court order. Look at this. These guys are passing the hot potato back and forth. Okay, before deciding, Judge Sage told the district attorney, assistant DA, I'm making a ruling as to certain evidence that when the cameras were handed back, they were required to. Okay? She went on to say, this court has never thought, held, belief, or ruled that your prosecution is unconstitutional. Okay. But she signed a stay and told the jury that they were excused until such time that the court hears back from the Third Court of Appeals. Okay. The jury was instructed not to talk about the case, to keep the court updated on their contact information. Should it change, there's no estimate on how long it'll take the Third Court of Appeals to act. Okay. Well, there's a stay now. So I guess that's good for this Chody the Chode and Nasua. Okay. On with the show. You're hearing it from departments all over the nation. Oh, we're having a shortage. There's just not enough cops. But we also see, just like yesterday, you've got a team of cops within seconds on top of the lady that was jaywalking in an intersection. Annie, not now, baby. Anyways, okay, you guys, it's time to feed her, and we're going to move on with the show. And you'll notice in this next piece that the people think that they need more cops. We just need smarter cops. That's really what we need. Isn't that right, Annie? Tell them. Tell these people. Is that right? That's what I thought. Okay, you guys, on with the show.
There's been 15 homicides so far this year. Kenny Choi spoke with residents who are worried about their calls for help going unanswered.
Elizabeth Gomez opened Hair Day Beauty Salon in Vallejo after saving up for years. She has created jobs for her stylists. But she's still haunted by an armed robbery when she says someone pointed a gun, demanded cash, and then pepper sprayed her.
My eyes is too much itching.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
When that happened?
Yeah.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
She says she called Vallejo police, who responded after about a 20-minute wait. But a recent break-in at her home while she was inside is even more harrowing for Gomez.
The guy, he crazy in the house.
She ran outside dialing 911, fearing for her life. She says the wait for a police response to confront the unknown intruder took too long.
The police never coming quickly.
When you need help.
Yeah.
Currently, out of 137 sworn officer positions in Vallejo, only 73 are filled. VPD is facing a major staffing shortage, like many departments across the Bay Area and country. Vallejo police did not respond to requests for on-camera interviews. Residents like Ann Truex share similar feelings of losing hope in what they say is a chaotic environment.
There's gunshots. Every evening there's gunshots.
She doesn't call the police when gunshots ring out, but that doesn't mean she's not fraught with fear.
Don't feel safe because when I hear all that stuff going on, I lay on my floor.
Vallejo police is under close scrutiny by the state attorney general's office. In April, it reached a settlement with the Department of Justice to undertake a set of actions to promote public safety and reduce unlawful uses of force, among other initiatives. For residents like Truex, the wait for meaningful change is difficult when each night brings an unknown element of violence.
And those of us who are not aware of it are in for a really big surprise, I think. I really think so. I'm scared out here now.
Small business operators like Gomez still believe the next call to 911 will be different.
More police, yes. I need it. We need more police.
Gomez supports more funding to fill the vast number of empty positions for officers, hoping help is on the way when she needs it.
Every time somebody brings it up, I get that pit in my stomach, that terror, that fear. I hear my daughter's voice crying in the background. It's terrifying.
And welcome to the news at 6:30. This was video that you first saw here on 13. This is of an off-duty Galveston police officer hitting multiple people at a children's pool party over in Galveston.
So today, ABC 13 has learned that Officer Jared Rivas is fired, and the families involved are seeking legal action.
Liliana Pearson heard from some of those families today and has this report.
This is the Ruiz law firm. This is the law firm working in partnership with those families that are seeking potential legal action against former Officer Jared Rivas, the Galveston Police Department, the apartment complexes where this happened, as well as UTMB. Mothers whose children were attacked say their trust in law enforcement is broken.
It's terrifying. It really is. I've lost a lot of trust. And knowing thinking we were safe.
Back in June, we showed you this video of off-duty Galveston police officer Jared Rivas coming to break up a children's pool party. It descended into chaos with multiple videos surfacing of Rivas pinning and beating people.
An officer of the law who the kids are supposed to trust and have faith and look up to, we're now harming them and their siblings and friends.
Now the families involved, alongside the Ruiz law firm, are bringing legal action against multiple parties. They want Rivas, who has since been fired from the force, to be charged and stripped of his ability to be a law enforcement officer.
It wouldn't be surprising if he was picked up by another local law enforcement agency, and that's a concern that we have.
The families are also seeking legal action against the Galveston Police Department, who they say made no effort to stop Rivas's tirade after they arrived.
Despite numerous uniformed officers being able to take control of the situation, they didn't. They just added to the chaos and confusion.
They also notified the Island Bay Resort apartments where the incident occurred. The family's lawyer saying Rivas was there as a security officer, and if visiting families are not welcome, it was not made clear. And finally, against UTMB Hospital, whom the one mother claims refused her children treatment when it came to light they were the family involved in the incident. Today, we did reach out to all parties that these families are seeking this potential lawsuit against. We did only hear back from UTMB as well as the Galveston Police Department, who tells us they are unable to comment on any pending legal action. We did reach out to the Galveston District Attorney, who would be the people bringing forward any potential charges. They say right now they are investigating. It's too early to know if any charges will be brought.
Every time somebody...
Okay, so I guess it's all the way up the chain of command where they decide that it's okay to strip search children. Okay? And all the way up the chain of command is a bunch of Jimmy Savile watching goofballs. That's right, they grew up watching Jimmy Savile and thinking he was so entertaining. Him and his big tie. That's right. Weirdos. Okay, thousands of children strip searched by police in England and Wales last year because the people at the upper chain of command were a bunch of Jimmy Savile lovers. More than 60 under 18s a week were subjected to intrusive searches, some of them as young as 10. Okay, more than 60 children a week are being strip searched by the police in England and Wales, with those who are black, Asian, mixed race significantly more likely to be targeted, new figures reveal. Data from 41 out of 43 police forces show that 3,122 searches were carried out under the 18s in the year March 2023. Okay, in total, 68,873 strip searches were carried out, you guys. The Home Office says strip searches play an important role in protecting the public and that strict safeguards are in place. Yeah, right. But Mark Russell, chief executive of the Children's Society, described the figures as deeply disturbing and said they exposed a stark racial disparity and in the strip searching of children, with the black and biracial children significantly overrepresented. Okay, there's some kind of a chart there, and then it says here, for children, a far higher proportion of those strip searched self-defined as being black, Asian, or mixed race compared with adults, 37% compared with the 23%. Less than half of all children strip searched had their ethnic backgrounds recorded as white, 45% compared with 60% of strip searched adults. Okay. All right, it's going down that avenue. I thought we were going to just talk about the fact that they shouldn't be strip searching kids, no matter what color they are. They shouldn't be strip searching people. Strip searching children is a drastic measure and can be hugely distressing and traumatic for young people. According to strict national guidelines, it should solely happen in exceptional circumstances and always with an adult present. Yet too often, we know this is not happening in practice, results said. The figures revealed that in the aftermath of the Child Q scandal, give the most complete national picture to date of the strip searching of children by police. In the Child Q case, a 15-year-old black schoolgirl in 2020 was ordered to undress after being wrongfully suspected of carrying drugs. The search was conducted after teachers called police while the girl was on her period, without her parents being contacted, and with no other adults being present. Okay. The search sparked days of protests in 2022 outside the girls' school in East London, and it's said to have left the girl traumatized and humiliated. The Metropolitan Police apologized, and the Independent Office of Police Conduct has since called for substantial review of policing powers under the laws relating to the strip search of children to improve the safeguard and prioritize the welfare of minors. Okay. The new detail reveals that in the months after the Child Q case came to light, thousands more children were subjected to intrusive searches. Thousands more, you guys. It also lays bare drastic variations into the use of power by police force. And that's what the real crux of this story is about, folks. In the Sussex police force area, which had the highest rate of searches of children as a proportional of the total searched, 15%, non-white youngsters were much more likely to be searched than their white peers, according to an observer analysis. Okay, well, thanks for continuing to point that out. We get the point. But the real point is these goofball, flat-foot cops. I don't know if I can say that or not. Anyways, those goofballs are strip searching people, and that sucks. Okay. All right, we're going to move on. Police forces in Northamptonshire and Cambridgeshire and Suffolk also had a disproportionately high rate of searches of children. In Essex, which strip searched the second highest number of children after the Met, despite it covering only 17th biggest population area. Oh, it's the 17th biggest population area. 355 under 18s were targeted. So 355 kids get naked in front of these cops. Craziness. Okay, with 4,461 searched conducted overall. Okay, about a third. So, man, these guys are all about getting it on over there. That's how cops do it over there in England. Hey, you're suspicious. Show me your you-know-what. All right. Some police forces failed to consistently record the ethnicity of the children they searched, instead listing this as not stated. Okay, whatever. All right. That's it. That's the end of the story. All right. There's probably more, but we get the picture. Cops over in England, they want to see your tatas. That's what I think. All right. And that's how we're reporting it right here on the Bad Apple Report. And if you don't like it, cops over in England, you can kiss my American butt. Okay, that's about all we have for a Bad Apple Report today. Thank you for watching the Bad Apple Report right here at home on the range every morning at 7:30 a.m. bright and early. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're one of those English cops and you've been offended, that makes me happy. You should subscribe. That's right. Share it with all your flat-foot goofball cops over there in England. Okay? All right. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early.